Well, the I-Team following the aftermath and the death of Zappos CEO and entrepreneur Tony Hsieh. 2 lawsuits making their way right through court, claiming money owed as part of Hsieh's enormous estate.
But could the public spotlight on one of the wealthiest men in the valley have been prevented? The I-Team's David Charnes getting us answers tonight.
Companies, properties, and more, all owned by the late Tony Hsieh, all estimated to be worth more than $800 million.
There's always ways to think bigger or think differently.
In the months since Hsieh's unexpected death, 2 lawsuits focus on all that wealth and who may be entitled to some of it. The process unfolding out in the open because Hsieh had no will.
It's surprising, and then it's not, because we see it happening all the time.
Shane Jasmine Young is an estate attorney based here in Las Vegas.
I'm sure he didn't realize that this is probably, the result, or that this would be the result of not having any planning. But it is, unfortunately, for his family and other people that were in his life.
Lawsuits filed in Clark County by Hsieh's longtime friend and assistant Mimi Pham claim she's owed part of Hsieh's, quote, vast fortune for work on Hsieh's behalf. According to one lawsuit, the duo was so close that Hsieh used Pham's cell phone as his own, and the pair had the same address on their driver's licenses. Pham's work, according to the lawsuits, partly involves businesses in Park City, Utah, and a documentary film company.
All of these people are going to come out of the woodwork and say, oh, well, Tony promised me this. I've got this contract. We had this agreement. And it's already started to snowball.
Just last week, the I-Team reported Hsieh's family was exploring the sale of nearly 100 downtown properties. One, Zappos headquarters, is worth $20 million alone, according to the most recent assessment. And because Hsieh didn't have contingencies in place for what would happen to his money if and when he died,
everyone has to have the opportunity to be able to come forward and make claims in this public process.
Hsieh was worth a lot of money, but Young says any estate worth more than $100,000 has to go through probate unless you create what's called a revocable living trust. Think of it like a gatekeeper of your wealth when you're gone to say who will benefit from your death.
Unfortunately, a lot of us just don't think of it, whether we're super wealthy or not.
Young estimates the process over Hsieh's estate could take years, and she says because there was no revocable trust, nearly half of that wealth will go right to taxes. Lawyers representing those names in those suits declined to comment pending the ongoing litigation. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
You can see all of the I-Team's reports on the investigation into Hsieh's death and also what we know about his wealth right now on 8newsnow.com and inside our free app. Also find a link to how you can help get prepared your assets to prevent any kind of headaches later.